Welcome once again to Musings by Danon. Whenever an extrovert finds themselves in a new situation, a new job, a new school, a new city, they want to establish themselves as someone fun and interesting. They want to show off their uniqueness in new and exciting ways. A proper introduction goes a long way towards setting the proper expectation. Take handshakes, for example. People judge a person's entire personality on their handshake. Dirt on their suit? Maybe a car splashed it on them. Messy hair? Well, it was windy today. Stumbling over their words? It's fine, everyone gets a little nervous. But the handshake? When it comes to introductions, the handshake is everything in Western society. Extend your hand, but not too far. Keep the elbow loose, the hand down at chest level. Too far out and you're aggressive. Too close and you're too passive. Or worse, you're trying to lure someone in. Middle ground is best. I'm meeting you halfway, you should meet me halfway. Eye contact must be mostly maintained. Glancing down at the hand to make sure your aim is true is fine, but you don't need to stare at either hand. Lock the thumbs, fingers staying extended until palms touch. Then close, firmly. Not a vice grip, you're not trying to overpower the person you're greeting. A handshake is not a combative gesture, no matter what some idiots may think. It's a greeting. You're establishing yourself as someone worthy of respect, showing you have no weapon in hand, and are coming in peace. The firmness of the grip is a gesture of respect, one which they should return to you. If the grip is weak, they are weak. If it is too strong, they are aggressive. If they screw it up, they are a screw-up. But even if your handshake isn't perfect, so long as you do a better job than the other new people, you're fine. You'll stand out as the one who performed a proper greeting. Maybe not a perfect one, but at least one that was passable. All of this and more is mirrored in introductions in Japan, especially for transfer students. Once school starts, the cliques have already formed. Friendships established, study groups, clubs, etc. You must be strong in your introduction and show that you have a place here, in the classroom, despite being an outsider. And that is precisely what Higurashi Manabu means to do. Or that's what he wanted to do, until he became an afterthought to the other new transfer student, Miria Spindleston. That Dragon Exchange student stands out more than me is a delightful new manga by Yasuhiro Kenta. It tells the story of Higurashi, a young boy who has been sick in the hospital for most of his life. While there, he used his time to come up with inventions. He decides that once he's able to attend high school, he'll have the best introduction ever. Higurashi will be the most interesting person in school and have all the friends he could ever want. Everything's coming up Higurashi. He performs his introduction almost flawlessly, and everyone in his class is smiling at him. Perfect. He's finally got classmates. But then, right as he sits down, there's another new person. And not just any person, Zumui, a race of dragon people. Her name is Miria Spindleston. She is tall, beautiful, and shy. Higurashi knows he has no chance to compete. After all, what invention could ever compete with a dragon? Nonetheless, Higurashi is determined to stand out with his inventions, no matter how ridiculous they are. He pulls out a special calculator device to answer math questions. He puts on special glasses that let him read an entire book in seconds when it's time for literature class. For foreign languages, he puts on a mask that automatically translates for him. But no matter what he does, Higurashi is not able to stand out more than Miria. For math, despite how simple the problems are, Miria gets so frustrated that her horns start glowing. Higurashi reads the book so fast he wasn't able to read between the lines to figure out what the author was trying to say, but Miria cries as she reads, and her tears turn into gems. For language class, the teacher asks Miria to say something in her native language, and the class is blown away by the power and beauty of the Zumui language. But lunch, Higurashi will finally stand out more. He uses a device to bring him his bento, only to see Miria with a hunk of meat worthy of a shonen protagonist. Nothing he does can help him stand out more than Miria. And then it was time for gym class. Because Higurashi had just gotten out of the hospital, there was no way he could play baseball. So while resting in the shade of the bleachers, he watches Miria as she gently tosses a pitch and sends the catcher flying. She tried to hold her strength back and just gently tossed the ball, but her strength is still that of a dragon, so it's no wonder she can put that much force behind her throws. Higurashi watches in awe as Maria throws a perfect game. He can't let this stand. She's outdone him in math, literature, foreign languages, and lunch. Gym would be his final chance to show off and prove himself worthy of the attention and friendship he so desperately craves. And so, Higurashi quickly crafts a new invention and steps out to the plate. But not to show off. He remembers what she said in class. After all, he was the only one who understood it because of his invention. She starts out asking for forgiveness. Maria admits to being an introvert. She confesses to being a failure. She apologizes for problems she knows she may cause. But even so, she will do her best to get along with everyone. She wants to make a lot of friends. And if anyone can understand that feeling, it's Higurashi. He steps up to the plate, determined to be her friend. Zemu, as dragon people, are sensitive to heat. They release it through their horns. Maria is wearing the winter uniform to avoid direct sunlight, but she's just pitched 9 innings in the sun. Her horns begin to glow and the excess heat is getting to her. The heat in her body is overwhelming her and she subconsciously transfers it to the ball. Fortunately, Higurashi's new invention is good enough to handle it anyway. The ball flies up and explodes. Then is promptly caught for an out. After school, Higurashi has created another invention. This one is an automatic cooling device. It senses high temperature and deploys a cooling mechanism to ice over anything producing too much heat. Maria, realizing what Higurashi had done for him during gym class, thanks him. Higurashi, blushing furiously, gets frozen by his own invention. In the end, Higurashi found something even better than a proper introduction. A friendly rival. Someone to push him to his limits. Someone he must try to outshine no matter what. And beyond just growing as a person, maybe other things will blossom? I'm sad to say there is no official English release for this series, but hopefully, with how much fun it is to read and how gorgeous the artwork is, we'll get one soon. Thanks for tuning in. I love this series almost as much as I love my outstanding editor, Cute Stuff. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, there's a link to her Fiverr page below. Please like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all again next time.